Alright guys, Frank here. Do you guys ever feel like you're running out of time and you're wasting your time and you're not using your precious commodity that is time efficiently as possible? Then stick around till the end of this video and I will tell you the 5 red pill habits that will definitely make you not only use your time better but also drop the bad habits that you currently have. Stick around till the end. So guys, I believe that every man, every woman out there who wants to level up in life or genuinely just live a life that is productive and a life that will get them where they want to go, then you cannot waste any ounce of your time, any little second of your time. You have to use your time that you have as efficiently as possible. Think about it guys. We already spend about, well, they say you should spend about 8 hours a day sleeping. That's already a third of your life you're spending sleeping. Now then you go to work, okay, you have to work, of course you have to make money. And then you come home, and then what do people do? They lay on the couch, get takeout, and they waste another 3, 4, 5 hours, which they could spend doing what they want to do, as in, well, not what they want, but, you know, productive stuff that could level them up to a better future, or get them that body that they want, or be more healthier, or expand their network. So yes, we have to sleep, of course we have to sleep, but then those precious 5 hours that you could spend watching TV, you could spend it on something more productive. So what I like to call here is the Pentagon of power. And obviously a pentagon, 5 sides, and I believe there are 5 crucial habits that you need to do every day, or at least most days, in order to level up and not waste your time. Well, you can see that I haven't wrote the last one down yet because it's kind of a weird one, but it is important, if not just as important as the very first one I'm going to talk about, is gym and health. Now guys, what does Socrates say? Socrates says it's a shame for a man to go up throughout his life without knowing the power of his body. Now the rest is work and income, okay, hustle, your side hustle, your passion. Another one is constructive socializing. I will talk about that, but and obviously we'll talk about the last one. But the one thing I cannot compromise on is gym and health. And I genuinely think that that is the first one, that's the most important one. Spend an hour of your life a day, or 2 hours every second day, doing what you like that makes you do a physical exercise, running, sport, gym, something. You have to do something because there's so many studies out there that prove, and I don't need to tell you this, there's so many studies out there that prove that if you do a healthy exercise, it will release good hormones, drive down depression, keep your blood pressure in check, your heart in check, but look at me. But I'm almost hitting 30, and people always mistake me for a 21, 22-year-old because I look young. I look young because I do lots of muscle exercises that release a lot of hormones which the body needs to regenerate the skin, the hair. I met people who are 30 who look like 50, and I'm thinking, what are you doing to yourself? And of course what they do, and I asked them, say this guy's called Josh. I said, Josh, what do you do when you go home? You know, making conversation, and they go, oh, I just go home and chill in front of the telly. I'm like, alright, well, I'm not judging, but I am kind of judging. Well, that's why you look the way you do. So guys, gym and health, utmost importance. That's why I put at the top. 1 hour a day or 2 hours every second day, just do it. Just go to the gym, do it. Healthy body, healthy mind, it's pretty simple. The next one is work and income. Boys and girls, nobody likes to work. And I think I would say about 70% of people who work today in a job that is considered average, I would say about 70% of people don't like their job. Now I'm not saying I don't like my job, but I am saying it's not my favourite thing to do. But we live in times where everything is getting more expensive. We live in times where getting by is harder and harder, and we still have aspirations. And in order to get what we want in this world, in this life, we still need money. Now guys, I am a driver. A bus driver, and you know, it's in the UK it's considered a job that pays the average so-called income, which is about 30 to 35 grand a year. Now, that's average, but a lot of people don't make that money. A lot of people only make like 25, 24, and the average only comes about because, of course, they add the super rich, and that brings about the average of 30 to 35. Now, I do make that, so I'm not uber rich. But then again, if I can, even though I don't necessarily like the job I do all the time, I do overtime, or what we call in our job, we do a thing called a detail, which is just an end of a shift. Now the way I figure it, okay, I don't want to be there, especially after I've done 8 hours, but I have to sit in traffic on the way home anyway. So I could do another 2 hours a week, just another 2 hours a week, an extra 2 hours, which would come up to about 10, 8 hours, and that's a full day's pay, which comes to about 60, 70 pounds in the pocket a month. But then I'm still 60, 70 pounds better off. You think, oh, well, what's 60, 70 pounds? Guys, 60, 70 pounds for me is about 2 weeks worth of food shopping, or a nice date with a girl, or half my gas and electricity bill. Well, actually a little bit more than half. So never underestimate the little things that could add up. Little things make the difference. And as I said, I'm not wasting my time either, because you could say, oh well, 2 hours, 2 hours you could be spending on studying or learning. And I already do that, and I already come home and do my side hustle, which I'll move on to next. But if I go home in a time where I want to go home without doing the extra work, I still have to sit in traffic for the hour. So I just do an extra 2 hours at work once a week or something like that, and instead of sitting in traffic, I make money. Guys, if you can, and I know people say, oh well, don't work too hard for a company because the company doesn't care about you. I agree with that, but then again, in this time you need more money. People need money, so just do a bit more if you can. You know, do the time and money ratio. Is it worth for me to do a bit more work for my company, and I'm not really wasting time because I'm going to be sitting in traffic anyway. So do the calculations. If you can do at your work, do a bit of overtime now and then, and it goes a far way, because guys, at the end of the day, nobody wants to be cheap, nobody wants to struggle, people need money still. So for example, I need to buy a camera for making YouTube videos, or I need a new laptop. The next thing is the side hustle. A side hustle. What do I mean by that? A hustle, I would say, something that you aspire to be. Like for example, if you go to university or you're studying or you want to set up a business, dedicate every day or at least 6 days out of the week to do something that will get to your hustle. So for example, if you want to open a business, or you want to go to university, or you're studying to be a doctor, obviously study, obviously research into your business. Where's the market gap? What's the target market? What you need to do to advance, and every day do a little bit. So instead of chilling on Netflix on your own, or I don't know, just scrolling through your phone, going through Instagram, which statistically speaking people spend about an average of 2 hours a day. That's right, it went up. It used to be like 1 hour 50 in 2021, it went up to 2 hours a day. Let's think about it, add that up. 2 hours a day for a year, and you're scrolling your life away. Why not spend an hour doing a side hustle, or find a side hustle that you like? This could be YouTube videos, this could be your studying, or anything. Do it, so you don't do that, so you don't have to. So the next one is constructive socializing. Now what do I mean by that? What do most guys and girls do at the weekend to let loose? And I'm not against it, but we all know what they do. They go to a club, they go to a bar, they spend their money, 50, 60 quid. So again, 50, 60 quid that you could earn every month, you throw that away every week to get drunk, and then to get unhealthier, to go home, wake up the next day, and you're laying in bed for 2-3 hours. So instead of waking up at like 7 and being doing something constructive, you wake up at 11 and you're like, oh, don't feel well. Who wants to work with a hangover? Guys, I'm no priest, okay, I'm no priest. I like to go to a club now and then. I used to go to clubs when I was a bit younger, and I still do, but I literally go to maybe a club maybe like twice a year. So that's on a special occasion, like a birthday, or when I'm abroad on a holiday, I go visit a club. So I'm not priest, I do it. But honestly guys, there's so many things. So what's constructive socializing? So recently, I started going to say, for example, salsa, bachata, which are dancing stuff, and I found it so amazing that no one goes there and drinks before or during. We just go there and dance. And the amount of quality people I met there is amazing. Like the people that go there all think like me, like these are university age folk or young people or even older people who go there to socialize, expand their network, and of course the main principle is to dance and to have fun. But then it's not like a fake fun, it's not shallow, because you go to a club, it's a bit shallow, everyone's under an influence, there's no original thing in it. Okay, so you may pull a girl or a guy, but then is that because of the alcohol or is that because you actually like them? Or you meet someone, you're like, oh, you're my mate, you're gonna be bros me and you forever, and you never text them again because that's just the alcohol speaking. Again, it's fine now and then, once or twice a year, 3 times, or even once every second month. But it's overall, I think clubbing is a waste of time, a waste of effort, and a waste of your health. Constructive socializing, go to a drama club, go dancing, join a sports club, join a club where you meet people who it's not based around alcohol. And for example, in my case, dancing, not only how much quality women there are there, you can have a genuine conversation with, you get to know them without the influence of alcohol, and I come home, not only I don't waste the next day, but I actually done exercise while dancing, so that keeps me fit, and I haven't wasted nowhere near as much as I would on a night out. On a night out, in a club I would maybe spend about £70 to £80, 100, which comes to about $100. The dancing I can spend £20, entrance fee, come home. Not drunk, not wasting the rest of my day. So constructive socializing. This doesn't have to be dancing again. Could be a drama club or anything that you meet quality people. So the last thing, which I haven't put up, it's a bit strange. It's not strange, it's just you wouldn't expect it. But maintenance. Well, what do I mean by maintenance? So once you go to the gym, you go to work, you do your side hustle and you do constructive socializing, you have to reflect. So you can't just, because guys, people who just work hard and say, well, I worked as hard as that guy beside me, but the guy beside me has a six-pack, or the guy beside me has a lot of money, or the guy beside me has a business, or the guy beside me has a good friendship circle, and I have nothing, but I work just as hard. Their mistake was that they didn't reflect, they didn't do a check and balance on each of these things to make sure that they're actually advancing. So you can go to the gym a left way and you get nowhere because you haven't actually looked at your gym plan, or you don't actually eat well, you haven't looked at your diet. Or you could work for a low income, in a very, very low income job for minimum wage. You think, well, I've done the overtime, but I haven't made as much as the next guy. Well, instead of working your ass off in a very low income job, and I know I said work, but guys, there are jobs out there where you don't need to be a scientist or a rocket scientist and make the average wage, which is actually alright if you're an average Joe at the moment. You know what I mean? It's the fact that don't waste time, work smart. So if your job that you're in at the moment is not paying you or doesn't give you overtime, then find another job that will, and then do the overtime in that. So again, you're doing a check and balance. Your side hustle, do you check if you actually, don't just pick a side hustle because I told you to, or because you think, oh, now I have to do something in order to escape the 9 to 5. Pick something that you like, say it's photography, pick something that you like and do it. But don't just do it because you think, oh, I'm gonna pretend to like it, because you're gonna quit anyway and you're not gonna get results. Constructive socializing. So I use my case for dancing, but if you don't like dancing, you're not gonna like it, or if you're a timid person, you're not gonna like it. Do something, find something that you like, and then go to that place and see, are the people there good quality people? Do a check and balance. Is it worth for me to go there? Am I getting something good out of it? Am I learning? Am I learning something social, like maybe dancing? Am I actually losing weight by doing it? Do I enjoy the constructive socializing, or am I spending too much money? So guys, this is the Penta of Power. 5 healthy habits, and maintenance is just as important. Under maintenance, it also comes to, for example, if you live on your own, or you just have your own room or whatever, is maintaining your environment. Maintain your environment, so keep your house tidy. Make sure you have tidy, make sure you have clean clothes. Like, shadow of a doubt that there's nothing in my house that's not spotless. So if I have a date coming over randomly, quickly, I can bring them in without any hesitation because I maintain the place. There's no bad smell, everything is clean, everything has an ambiance to it. And this comes to your physique as well, the way you look. Do you have nice hair? Do you shave? Do you smell good? Maintain. Not only do I check imbalances on each of these things to make sure that you're actually advancing and not just doing something empty-minded and going, okay, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to lift weight, or I'm going to work, do overtime, but nowhere near what I could be, or I'm doing a side hustle, but I don't enjoy it, or I'm going to socialise to a socialising event, but I don't actually like it, and it's a waste of money. So it's not only about doing these, which is very important, but it's about your body, your mind, your environment that you're in. That's maintenance. So guys, these are the healthy habits, and I can guarantee you're not wasting time with any of them, because maintenance will make sure that you're not wasting time because you reflect on everything. And I guarantee if you do these every day, then you're going to drop bad habits like Netflix. Well, again guys, nothing against Netflix or watching TV. I don't have anything against it. But I guarantee if you do these, you won't have time to do much of the bad habit. Not only will you pick up good habits, but you'll drop bad habits because this takes up your time in a healthy way. Guys, if you like this video, please put a comment and like the video. This was Frank, and please pick up these good habits.